Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the Arbiter GT in Grand Theft Auto Online on the enhanced version on PC. Very excited about this. I actually don't think I've ever driven the Arbiter GT, or if I have, I drove somebody else's. I don't think I've ever customized this car. I'm pretty excited about this. I look forward to driving this thing. I'm sure it's going to be better than the Coil Cyclone 2. If you guys are even considering purchasing that car, please go watch my last video before doing so, because I would heavily advise you to not purchase the Coil Cyclone 2. That car is really, really bad. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and hop back into the Arbiter here, and we're going to go ahead and start customizing this thing. I'm very excited to see what this thing has in store. I don't have any clue really what it actually has. So we're going to do the HSW performance upgrade. It's on sale this week, so we'll do that. Armor all the way up, brakes, HSW for sure. For the bumpers, we only have front bumper options for this thing, which is kind of frustrating, but that's okay. Extended splitter, I think that's going to look the best on this, so we'll do that. HSW engine tune does a crazy amount on the acceleration bar, which is cool. We have some side exits, we got some rear exit exhausts. Oh, we got some really side exit exhausts. Oh, that's kind of cool. Kind of like the stock exhaust the best, to be honest. I think I'm actually just going to keep that. We do have the vented hood, we got the racer hood, we got the deep inset hood, we got the twin intake hood, we got the extended intake hood. Oh, that kind of looks cool. I kind of like that. We got the dual filter blower, the Arbiter filter blower. We got the oval intake bug catcher, we got the triple intake bug catcher, the oval intake bug catcher Mark II, triple intake Mark II as well. I think I kind of like the look of the twin intake hood. I think I'm going to go for that one. It looks pretty good to me. I think I'm going to leave the lights as the sort of yellow color. I kind of like it. We're going to do front, back, and sides for the neon kit to improve the center of gravity of this thing. We got the white stripes. We got the black stripes for it as well. The white stripes just look the exact same as the black stripes, just, you know, obviously white. We got them in red. We got them in blue as well. Kind of like the blue. We also have yellow too, which is kind of cool. Got the Imponte stripes. Kind of cool looking. Got the Arbiter stripes. Kind of really cool looking. We got the white fin. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and just change the color of it really quick, just to make sure that we can actually see this. So let's go ahead and do that. White stripes, just so you guys are aware what they look like. Here's the white fin livery. Not really a big fan of it. We got the flames, the Patriot 47, the HSW Racing, and of course the HSW Elite as well. You need to beat all the HSW time trials in order to unlock that. I think as far as the livery goes, I think I'm going to have to go with the Arbiter stripes. I think it just looks really cool, so we'll do that. Yellow and black for the plate. For the respray, I'm not 100% sure what I actually want to go for. I almost am kind of thinking about a do yellow. I am colorblind, full disclosure, so I actually don't know what color this is. I want to say it's like a green maybe, but I'm kind of feeling like it might look good with the do yellow. Maybe it looks horrible. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, but I'm kind of thinking do yellow on this car could be kind of a look. And then for the secondary color, I think I'm going to go with black. I think black is going to look cool with it. Pearlescent, I'm actually going to go ahead and make it black as well, just to make sure that the black paint doesn't look a little bit wonky on this thing. So we'll do that. For the spoiler, we got the street spoiler, we got the primary street spoiler, we got the dash spoiler, we got the aero spoiler, the carbon aero spoiler, the HSW street wing, and the HSW race wing. Really wish the camera angles weren't so terrible in here, but anyway, we're going to go for the street spoiler because it's going to increase the traction, so we'll do that. Got the sun strips for it as well. Not a big fan though, so we'll leave that alone. We will go for the HSW suspension though, because that is important. HSW transmission as well, and the HSW stage 3 turbo as well. Really cool. Okay. Muscle car rims. Let's go for the Crackers. I feel like they're going to look really good on this thing, so we'll do that. We'll do those in a black, and we will bulletproof the tires on this thing. And we will go for the full limo tint on the vehicle. Actually, you know what? No, let's go light smoke. I kind of think that's going to be a little bit better. And that's it for customization. So let's take it outside. We're going to do a sound test and a full review on the vehicle as well. You know, something that does kind of upset me a little bit about all the HSW cars so far that I've seen, not a hell of a lot in the way of customization. I feel like Rockstar kind of skimped out with the customization on these, which is kind of a really big shame. This thing looks killer though right now. I'm not going to lie. I really like how this looks. But anyway, we're going to do a sound test and then we're going to get into the review. kind of sounds like every other muscle car a little bit. Nothing too special with the Arbiter, I kind of feel like. Oh my god, is this thing based on the Vamos? Oh no. Don't tell me. It feels exactly like the Vamos and the Declasse Tulip, which is to say the front end feels really loose. It kind of feels like it's up in the air and like it's like, oh boy. Oh no, don't tell me. This thing could have been so good. It looks so good. It's like the Vamos and the Tulip. They look so good, but the performance is... Oh dear. Okay, well, this is going to be something to contend with, but basically the way this thing feels is like the front end is really loose and it's just not gonna go where you want it to go. It kind of feels like it's floating in midair. That's like the best way I could describe it. If you think about like really fast drag racing cars where the front wheels, they barely touch the ground, that's kind of what driving this thing feels like. It feels the exact same as the Vamos and the Tulip, if you know what either of those cars kind of feel like. So oh boy, that's really disappointing because man, this car could have been so good. It could have been so good. I mean, it's not to say it's like completely awful. Honestly, I feel like it's kind of better than the Vamos and the Tulip, but it's just not gonna be very good when it comes to, like, it's not even about the handling either necessarily. Like, it's really bad, like just going straight, like literally going straight. It's like you need to do the most subtle movements possible to get this thing to just keep going on the line that you want it to go on. And the suspension's really weird and bouncy and like, oh man, they totally copied the code from the Vamos onto this thing. It's got the advanced handling flags for sure. Oh man, that's so annoying. That is so annoying. I'm gonna go ahead and say, for the money, I think this thing was $1,580,000. Just don't. Just skip it, to be honest. I'm pretty upset about this. You know, I actually thought this thing was going to be like significantly better than the Coil Cyclone 2. It's still better, shockingly, despite having the Vamos and the Tulips handling and advanced handling flags, that is like decrepit. But I would buy this thing 100 times before I buy a Coil Cyclone 2 again. Despite this thing being not very good, it is still controllable. At least you can find a way to maneuver this thing, unlike the Coil Cyclone 2. That thing is just awful. The Arbiter GT, I mean, I can't say I recommend it because I would just, like, I don't want you guys to have to deal with this car if it's something that you don't want to deal with. You can get the hang of it. You can definitely get the hang of it. It's just for the money, it's not like very good as far as like anything kind of goes. Like straight line performance, it's pretty fast in a straight line, don't get me wrong, but like if you like adjust it a little bit wrong, you're gonna go flying with this car. Like it, I don't know, actually, you know what, driving at like this speed, it's actually kind of not feeling that bad. It's like the in-between speeds that it's kind of bad at. Like I'd say it's like bad from like 80 miles an hour to like 120, but however fast we're going right now, 150 allegedly. Mind you, that's not accurate at all. It actually feels okay. It's actually quite controllable, not gonna lie. It actually feels pretty good. But if you were cornering, it's kind of another story. But you guys can probably see this thing is just kind of all over the place. Like I'm not doing these movements where it just kind of drifts off and like floats to like one side. Like it's doing that all on its own. Like I'm doing very small increments to the like steering, and it's just kind of all over the place. So I don't really recommend the Arbiter GT unless you really know what you're getting into. If you have a Vamos or a Tulip, those cars are exactly this, but this thing is like significantly faster than both of those cars. That is something that you need to keep in mind. So it's not going to help to make it handle better. That's just something you need to know. This thing has way more power, way more wheel spin, all of that sort of stuff. If you've never driven the Tulip or the Vamos, I don't think you should buy this car, to be honest. If you have driven the Tulip or the Vamos, you at least know what you're getting into, and if you want to spend that much money on this thing and just give it a chance, be my guest. But I think for the vast majority of people, there are better cars you can get. I'd say the Declasse Figaro ZX comes to mind. It's got a much higher top speed than this thing and has much better general performance and handling. So I'd buy that over the Arbiter GT. It's a couple $100 grand more, but I'd say it's a lot more worth the money. So yeah, do with that what you will. Leave a like if you enjoyed this customization or review and watching me waste my money. I'm gonna probably sell this thing now. So yeah, dislike if you didn't enjoy, or if you love the Arbiter GT and you think that I'm bad at driving, I guess, or something, maybe, I don't know. And consider subscribing to my channel if you guys are new for more HSW customizations and reviews. I'm going to be customizing and reviewing every single HSW car in GTA Online over the next little while here. So if you want to know more about them and you play on PC, you should probably consider subscribing. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Peace.